I am Intervention. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Just former KKA, Mr. Intervention, back again, and we're taking on the Scorpions. Arizona's going to be a bit of a tough team, as we've got a very similar situation, an offensively high-powered team that we've got with Lynn Dawson. Back there, he's going to be their quarterback that's going to be trying to lead the way. A couple of bronze defenders and a gold D-back that we're going to have to watch out for, but some big running backs and receivers, so it's going to be tough to see if we can make something happen defensively. As for what is going on in the season so far, it has been a very interesting one for sure. Standings wise, we are tied for the top with the Sailors in the Pacific North. The South, where the Scorpions are, they are tied for the cellar, as the Rustlers are also 3-5 with them. Rhinos have the Central right now by a couple of games, while the Atlantic Conference, the Assassins, with a couple of game lead now over the Americans, and Knights with the Wasps leading the South, and the Iron Men coming back and finding a way to lead the Central by a game over the Red Dogs. The big thing that we're going to be looking at the moment now, the standings of the best players in the league right now, is John Brody and Joe Montana with the 1 and 2 best rating in the league right now. As for the most yards, that belongs to Lynn Dawson of the Scorpions, who we will be facing. So he's going to be looking to make some big plays here. Well, we're going to be looking to try and stop us also the run game. But the big guys that are leading the run, Thurman Thomas with most attempts. Barry Sanders right behind him with that, but most yards goes to O.J. Simpson, with Barry Sanders right behind him of the Legends. As for the Rhinos running back, it is Abner Haynes, who is all the way down there with 825 yards, so he's been limited, at least in the running department. As for receiving, probably been a bit better for him. Most receptions goes to Fred Blitnikoff of the Top Guns. Most yards, however, does go to our Chris Carter, who's got 818 yards. Most touchdowns, though, belongs to Andre Reed. Lofton, Berry, and Branch are tied with 7, with Peyton, Files, Moore, Wagner, Jefferson, as well as Carter are there with 6. Defensively, John Anderson has got the most tackles. Most sacks belongs to Carl Meckenberg of the Red Dogs, with Deacon Jones right behind him, and Gino Marchetti of the Sharks with 10.5. And kicking wise, most attempts in the league so far belongs to Medina, Owen, and Northrop with 15. Medina the most accurate with 12 connections there, as the most accurate kicker with 10 attempts has made all of them. That is Tim Markham of the Rustlers. So we're going to get into the game here in just a moment. But the one thing I definitely got to say is we have to try and make a huge stand in this one, as we need another win. Because if we start losing, it's going to be real bad for us. We're going to be on the road yet again, so let's see if we can go to Arizona and squish some Scorpions. We've made our way to the desert area in Arizona. The Arizona Scorpions hosting on TMU Field. They want to see if they can put a little poison to the Minneapolis Kings, as the Kings coming in trying to see if we can make something happen. Definitely got to try and see if we can get the run game going with Peterson. If not, we'll have to rely on Carter and Moss, as Mike Haynes Lynn Dawson, Charlie Taylor, John Jefferson, Leslie O'Neill, Randall McDaniel, Abner Haynes, Jim Hart, Rulon Jones, and Dan Salamua are going to be the guys we got to go up against. Now, I kind of miss Salamua being on our D line, but it's all right. We got Marshall and we got Millard. We're going to call tails on this one because tails never fails, and it probably will here. And they got heads. They're going to actually kick it, so we're going to get the ball first. So we have to make something happen on this first drive. Adrian Peterson back there to get the first run, which will be the kick return here. So there goes the kick. And this football game is underway here in Arizona. And we're going to have a small return there. Peterson unable to get past him, but that's okay. Normally I want to run on first down, but I think I'm actually going to try something a little different here. See if we can open up something. All right, here we go. I'm going to fake this and fake the reverse. And you know what? Let's take off. We'll slide down for, they said 5 yards. What the hey? The spot of the ball is not going to be in our favor, it seems. See if we can move Hilton in motion here. Get some good blocking on this right-hand side. Peterson's going to get it, and he's going to bounce all the way out to the right, and he's going to get a good gain there. Not bad on the first carry of the day for Adrian Peterson. Back to pass on this one. Looking to Hilton, and that is going to be swatted. Good play by the D-back. Right. 2nd and 10 here, and we're going to go back to pass. Tarkenton's going to get out of there, and he's going to go as far downfield as he can. 3rd and 1 now. We'll quickly get that one handed off. Peterson's going to go up the middle, and great blocking there, as the route was actually supposed to be off the right-hand side of the center, but yeah, why not? We'll just go where they let us go here. Got James over there on the right-hand side. He is in place of Armstrong. Going to go back to pass here. And, Tarkenton's going to go down. I did not step up like I needed to. That's Leslie O'Neill with the sack, as the D-end, is going to make a good one as he swam past his guy, tripped up Tarkenton. That was on me there because I did not react. I saw him coming, and I thought I could get the ball out another second later, but that was not to be. That was definitely on me there. Back to pass on this one. And he's going to get through again. Stringer's going to get there. He's going to dive on the football, and that's going to put us in a dire 3rd and 21 situation on that loss. Leslie O'Neill again causing huge problems for us right now. All right, we're going to have to launch this one deep here. See what we got. Throw that over the middle. Hilton's got it, and looky, we get about a 20-plus yarder. Maybe about 23, maybe 24 yards for the tight end Hilton, as we had 3 guys on the streak. Everybody on the go route except for Frizzell, and worked out. So O'Neill already causing problems for us in the backfield. Back to pass here. Going to dump that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to get a good block there on that left-hand side, and he's going to get 11. As he's finally wrestled down at the 16, first down Kings, as we are utilizing our halfback as much as possible right now. The pass game working so far, as Peterson able to get that block, and that gave him enough room for the first down. We will rest him. 1st and 10, ball at the 16. We can get one more first down here. We'll throw that to Moss over the middle. Why not? That is going to be his first catch. as he's going to wrangle that one, rein that ball in, and here we go. Hand that off. Peterson, or no, excuse me, it's Candidate, Jason Candidate, as Peterson was on the bench resting there, I forgot. He's going to pick up the first down, getting about a good 3 yards there. So back to pass on this one. Tarkenton's going to scramble out for a bit. We'll throw that one away. Back to pass there. See if we can find Frizzell, but no, good play by the D-back as he was in front of it. Joey Barrett, the guy that knocked that one down, as they were playing zone, and I threw right into it. And did we take too much time? Yes, we did. All right, 3rd and goal now. Back to pass here for Tarkenton. Gonna throw that over the middle, but Moss unable to get that one, and that will make it 4th down. Should get this one. And that is going to be straight and true, up, in, and good. So the Kings fall just shy of 6. They'll take half of it, 3 points. So a decent return here for the Scorpions. They're going to get the ball at the 32-yard line as Haynes couldn't get too far. Haynes back there, and they are going to hand that off to him on that one. 3-yard gain for Haynes as he's taken down by Bryce Pop, the more legendary Buffalo Bill player that came to Minnesota. I think that's the problem with the Minnesota NFL franchise, is the fact they pick up these older guys and they expect something to happen, and it's a rarity when it does happen. Rarity when you get somebody like a Joe Montana that can go to the Chiefs, or Tom Brady more recently, and can make something happen like how he did with the Super Bowl for the Buccaneers, as there's a good throw to that left-hand side. That is going to be caught. Charlie Taylor plants the feet, and he gets that one good 14, 15-yarder, and that's going to put Arizona near midfield. Got to see if we can get some pressure here. Keith Millard there ready to make something happen. Fiore is next to him in the middle, as that is going to be Abner Hayes going nowhere, as Millard was in the way, and then I believe Kane came over and put him down to the grass. That is going to be 0 on that one. Keith Millard, definitely somebody that we're looking to make an impact in this game, as the Scorpions have had a bit of trouble running really this year, and I think that's the main problem, is Dawson has been having to rely on the pass more than he needs to, and then is going to be a handoff. Haynes is going to get that for 3, and that's all he's going to get. So 4 receivers out there. They are all threats with Haynes back there in the backfield. 3rd and 7, and is going to be back to pass. And he's going to throw that over the middle. That is caught, I believe, as Jefferson coming from that right-hand side, as that is going to be a great snag. Yes, that was John Jefferson as he comes in on that in route, and he lost Grant. Grant was over there in coverage and just could not follow him. 1st and 10 on the Minneapolis 34-yard line. Scorpions are in scoring position as they can kick about a 51-yarder from here. That is going to be a handoff for Haynes. He's going to get a huge 7-yard gain on that one. Looked like they caught us off guard there, but it was just great blocking, as this will be a good stop in the backfield there. That is our outside linebacker, Galen, who I can almost never say his name properly. 3rd and 6 now. Ball at the 30-yard line, so they are at least going to have an opportunity for about a 47-yard field goal here if they go no further. They're going to go back to pass, and that's going to be a slung pass there by Dawson. He finds his target. That is Clark who's going to make that catch. As Lynn Dawson scrambling a bit to get out of trouble and then sidearms that thing. Seems like we're going to have to play zone against Dawson because our man coverage is not working where it needs to. Going to adjust our guys here. And that is going to be, massive hit. Bryce Pop came in. I moved him over to the side because of the zone. And as soon as he saw the handoff, he exploded to the ball carrier for only a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line. Scorpions are in prime position at least to get a field goal here. One tight end with Page over there on the left, single back. As Dawson is going to hand off again. That is going to be nice run there. McCollum barely able to keep him on this side of the sticks. As Haynes only averaging 2.9 yards a carry, but that was probably one of his better ones that brought the average up, as he got some decent blocking there, and finally a good tackle there by McCollum. That's going to make it 3rd and inches. And they're going to hand that off, and that is going to be just enough there. Haynes able to get about 3 out of it, and that's around his average. We're going to try and see if we can fool them with full zone here. See if we can keep guys in front of us here. Page and Rasby are on the tight end spot. They've got a couple of receivers right, and they're going to hand off. And that is going to be plugged up. Loss of a yard there. As Pop and Studwell are over there. The stud. As this football game seems to be kind of speeding along pretty well. And that's going to be straight up the gut, and he got in there. Touchdown, Scorpions. We'll put James on this in route and see if we can get some openings here. Actually, you know, put him on the post route. We'll throw that one toward Randy Moss, and guess who's got it? We looked to scramble there. Moss now with his 2nd catch. That's 54 yards. That was a good 30-plus yarder. As Tarkenton, some flash there, throws that ball downfield. Moss gets it, and he's finally tracked down from behind. And he wouldn't have been caught in real life because I've got sliders giving them a bit of a speed advantage at the moment. Randy Moss with his 2nd catch. We're going to see if we can get him in the end zone today for sure. See if we can get Armstrong over the middle here. And then we'll put Hilton on this out route. Back to pass here on this one. Let's go to the safe bet Hilton there. Hilton's got it. He's going to power his way forward. Finally step out of bounds. So that'll stop the clock and give us a free stoppage of time. Now Hilton with a catch. Gonna launch this one towards Carter. Carter is going to reach and grab it, but that's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Back to pass on this one. Throw that over the middle, and tried to get Hilton that time, but that is not going to work out. 3rd down, and that is officially the 2-minute warning. 1:58 left in the half. Going to dump that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to try and get upfield, but he's not going to get much there. That is going to be a tackle. And that is going to be up, in, and good. 26-yarder, no problem for Kevin Epstein. Here we go now. 1st and 10, ball at the 28-yard line, and that is going to be back to pass. Going to go over the middle there, and that is going to be a good catch. Less than a minute now. Dawson back to pass here. He's going to fire that over the middle, and they're trying to move the ball quickly. 43 seconds now. They're going to throw that to the right-hand side, and that's going to go out of bounds. 3-yard gain that time. They are already at the Minneapolis 42. 2nd and 7 now for the Scorpions here. Jefferson and Taylor are to the left. Going to make sure that we stay on our guys here. They're not going to hand off there. They're going to dump it off to Abner, though. As Grant's going to get over a good tackle. And they'll call timeout. 32 seconds left in the half. 3rd inches here. Dawson's going to look. He'll throw that one to the right-hand side. And that's going to be caught. Timeout. Ball at the 8. We're trying to see if we can stop these guys. Back to pass here for Dawson. He's going to throw that over the middle, and that is caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Now this could come back to bite us. Not get it. That's going to be the end of the half. Scorpions with all the momentum. They lead this now 14-6 after one half of football. Dawson got to go into the locker room and figure out what's going to be the game plan for the second half as we take a look. 143 yards for the Kings, 140 for the Scorpions. Not really much of a run game so far, and both teams with about the same yards. You see Leslie O'Neal has been in our backfield today. He's got 2 sacks on the day. As Dawson, 111 yards and a touchdown. Tarkenton, 107. And the 1 interception we just threw. Epstein's got both his field goals today, so that's keeping us at least close. As Tarkenton has been doing everything he possibly can, especially with that huge throw that he had to Randy Moss that got us deep downfield. Taylor with 48 yards and a touchdown catch today. Moss with 54 yards after that big one we just saw there. Haynes with 29 rushing yards and a touchdown. Peterson only 18, even though his runs have been pretty good so far. As these Scorpions have been able to put themselves in big position, be able to make some plays. Tarkenton has been doing what he can and has been able to rifle the ball where possible, but it has not worked out the entire time. You see the interception that was made there that ended the half. Scorpions will get the ball here, so a defensive stand is necessary for the Kings in this one. So here we go. Epstein starting off the second half just as he started off things for us earlier, as that's going to be a deep kick. Let's see what we got this time. That is going to be good tackles there. 32-yard line, so Arizona's got a good ways to go, but they can do it. So Lynn Dawson marching his way back to the line. He had a good offensive drive last time as he powered down the field and got a good score that time. There's a good toss to the left. That's going to be caught. Another catch for that man, as that is going to be a flag down. Keith Millard jumped. So they will probably take the penalty. That's going to be 1st and 5 now. Got to try and keep our guys focused right now. Back to pass here on this one. Going to throw that over the middle, and that's going to miss his receiver just by a little bit on this one. Dawson calling signals here. He's changing things up. That's going to be back to pass. He'll throw that left. Wilcox was nowhere near where he needed to be, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Scorpions. So 1st and 10 now for the Kings. Let's see what our options are going to be this time. Going to go back to pass here on this. Gonna dump that off to Hilton. He's gonna get that. Back to pass here. Gonna fire that one toward Carter. He's got it, and he's gonna get that for another huge first down. Back to pass on this one. We'll throw that left. That's going to be Frizzell is going to get a catch. And he'll get just shy of the marker there. 2nd and inches. We'll just sneak that for a yard gain there. In there for a fresh set of downs. Back to pass on this one. Going to fire that to a wide open Hilton. As he's going to fight his way inside the 5. That is going to be a 1st and goal situation now at the 4. I'm going to hand this off to Frizzell. He's going to run that in. Touchdown. Frizzell, first score in a good while as we walked that one in. Adrian Peterson was on the bench because of the fact that, we had a spread ball set. So Dawson making his way back out there. Wheatley and Page are 2 tight ends to the right there. A single back. They're going to hand off. And Abner's going to take that one a good distance all the way to the Arizona 47-yard line. That's his longest of 22 yards. Now he's at 51. So defensively, we've got to make some kind of play here. 1st and 10, the 47-yard line of Arizona. And they're going to toss this out to the right, and that is going to go nowhere. Good tackle by Kane as the D-end made sure his ball carrier didn't go too far. Excuse me, that was Galen on that one. Galen with a good tackle. 2nd and 10 now. They're going to have 1 tight end there, and they're going to have 3 receivers to the right, and they're going to hand off. And that is a good tackle there. That was Kane that made the tackle. 3rd and 5 now. Ball. Third and 5 now, as I'm going to take a look and see where these guys are here. Single back there. They're going to go back to pass yet again. And that is going to be finally out of the hands of Dawson, but Kane got back there. The defensive end made the hit as soon as Dawson wanted to throw it. That is going to be incomplete, and now a punt situation. Go back to pass on this one. Oh, and that is going to be a sack. Rulon Jones back there. He's got another tackle today, and both of them for loss. 1 sack now as he came in on the edge, and our edge blocker is not in the best straits right now. Ball all the way back at the 4-yard line. Second and 18. Tarkenton's just going to take off, and he's going to get where he can. That is going to be 3rd and 6 now. Back to pass on this one. Oh, and Tarkenton's going to get in trouble. I wanted to step up, but the D-end was there. That's going to make it 4th down. So the Kings has got to make something happen here. That's going to be a handoff to Haynes. Haynes will get a couple yards there. Grant makes the tackle. They're going to hand that one off. They're going to go to the right. I had the blitz coming in the wrong side there. I thought they might go left. They went right instead. That's going to make it 3rd down. Side of the formation, and Dawson's going to go back to pass and then going to be dropped. That's a sack. That's Kane. He's been back there off and on today, and that's going to make it Kijana Kane with a sack, and all the way back at the 40. That'll be a 57-yard field goal attempt if they can make it. And they are going to choose to punt. Tarkenton 4 carries today for 7 yards, 7 yards average with 28 yards total. Back to passer for Tarkenton. Going to dump that off to Peterson. Peterson's going to plow through one guy, and he's going to keep rumbling. Finally shoved out of bounds. Adrian Peterson coming up big in the receiving as we go from pinned deep to near midfield. As Peterson finally shoved out of bounds. Great play there. All right, just a few seconds left here in the third. Back to pass here. Gonna fire that one toward Carter, but great defense there. That is gonna be incomplete. I'm gonna roll out here. Tarkenton cannot get away though. That's gonna be a loss, a sack, and that's gonna be the end of the third quarter. Mercer back there, Kim Mercer, the D tackle on that side, just swam through. Into the third. Scorpions lead it by 8, 21-13 over the Kings after 3. Back to pass here on this one. Oh, good grief. Those slow adjustments on the quarterback, and I kind of panicked. Dan Salamua with it, and that's going to be the end of that. Back to pass here. He's actually going to throw that left, but that is out of bounds. He tried to hit his target, Taylor, but Taylor could not reel it in. The main problem that we've got here is we also have to go for 2 and get that to be able to at least tie it up. And that's going to be a handoff there, and Abner's going nowhere. And we got to make this happen. Clark Jefferson right, Staten Taylor to the left, and they're going to audible here. How about we fake an audible? Back to pass here for Dawson. He's going to look, and he's going to get sacked. Jim Marshall got back there, and the Purple People Eater with a big play there for us. And that's the defensive play we needed as Dawson tried to roll left, and he rolled right into trouble. Back to pass here on this one. We'll throw that to Peterson. Peterson's going to have a lot of running room here, and he is going to be taken down. Big gain there for Adrian Peterson. See if we can make this work. 1st and 10, ball at the Arizona 39-yard line. Back to pass here and tried to go to Hilton, but Tarkenton was hit as he threw incomplete. 2nd and 10 here. Tarkenton going to roll out here, and he's going to go down. That is going to be another sack. That's going to put us in a bad position for sure. 3rd and 19 now. Tarkenton's got to make something happen on this one. I'll throw this one deep at it. Armstrong could not reel it in. Incomplete. Back to pass on this one. He'll throw that toward Armstrong, but there's no way he's getting that one. That is incomplete. 1st and 10. Can still stop them. Can still come back in this game. But it's getting more dire by the second. That's going to be a handoff, and that is going to be a good run there. Haynes now 4 yards per carry, which is decent. And they're going to kill a little clock there. And that is going to be a loss. Good tackle. Jim Marshall was right in front of Haynes, and that's going to drop his average. Marshall's been showing up today as he puts the lineman on his back and then made that stop. Huge play there. And they're going to hand off yet again. This time it's not going anywhere. 4th down. Great stop by the defense. We'll switch some things up here. Back to pass on this one. Tarkenton's going to take off. He'll get a few yards there. Not bad. Back to pass here. Going to throw that into Moss. Moss has got that one-handed. Back to pass there. Might be able to hit Moss there over the middle, and nope, not quite. 1:58 left in the game now. Tried to hit Moss over there, but just wasn't happening. Back to pass on this. Gonna throw that to Peterson. Peterson's got a bit of a convoy here, and he's going to run this one as far downfield as possible, and he's going to get shoved out. Ball at the 43-yard line now. Back to pass there. Gonna dump that off again to Peterson. Peterson will go nowhere that time. Back to pass on this one. Tarkenton's got to get out of there. He's going to fire that one in the direction of Randy Moss, but that's not going to happen. Incomplete. Back to pass on this one. Oh, try to throw that one toward Armstrong, but that is going to be incomplete. 1:14 left. We're either going to make this spectacularly or it's going to fail in that same direction. Throwing that one to Carter and threw that one straight towards the corner, and he's going to take this one to the house. That was not where I wanted Tarkenton to throw it, but it's where it ended up. That is going to be the game. Back to pass here. Going to fire that one to the left-hand side. Look who snagged it again. Wow. It's going to be another pick six. Yes, it is. Mike Haynes jumped all over that, and that's the second pick six he's made against me. As I tried to throw that one to Armstrong, and yeah, it didn't work. Wow, I just threw that game. I'll throw that one in the mass of bodies, and that'll be incomplete. That's going to be the end of the game. So a huge downturn by us there late. We make a couple of big mistakes, and that gives the Scorpions the ceiling win. As the Scorpions end the day with only 237 yards offense, but Kings 366, 309 yards passing, thanks to a lot of good screens and things for Peterson. As you see the big catch there that put the Scorpions in a big position there. And then Tarkenton had 309 yards today, but 3 interceptions on the day definitely destroyed it. As you see the big catch there by Hilton. Hilton got us in a good position to try and get that score. Thanks to Candidate, we did get the touchdown. Then you see Abner Haynes able to run the ball there and get some good yards, as he had 64 yards on the ground today and a touchdown. You see also the good little play there. Peterson out of the backfield able to bring us in a good position, take that downfield. Sacks today, Jones and O'Neal both with a couple of sacks. As you see Peterson, another dump off pass there on that screen, and was able to rumble all the way downfield. And he gave us a lot of ways to be able to make something happen, but then throwing a couple of interceptions late to Mike Haynes. Excuse me. A couple of pick sixes for him, as we made him earn one, and then he just basically had a gimme, as he just leaped up and grabbed that one out of the air and nobody could catch him. That is going to be the ball game. We'll take a look at the final stats here. Tarkenton's going to end a 43.6 rating, 48% passing, 309 yards, but 3 interceptions, 2 of those for touchdowns. Dawson, 157.9 rating, 3 for 13, and yeah, he was really good today. 2 touchdowns. 173 yards rushing wise. Haynes had 19 carries for 64 yards, so he's a workhorse today. Had a touchdown. Tarkenton had 5 rushes for 33. Peterson 3 for 18, but Peterson's receiving numbers were a lot better, as Frizzell had 3 yards for a touchdown on the ground. Peterson 6 catches, 94 yards on the day. Sadly couldn't get him in the end zone. Moss 4 catches for 83. Hilton had 4 for 79. Taylor had 4 for 110. Carter 2 for 31. Haynes 2 for 10. 2 catches for Page for 27 yards as well. Defensively, Wilcox with 4 tackles, and an assist. Pop with 4 and 2. Wilson with 4 tackles. Studwell 3 tackles, 3 assisted. Gallion with 3 tackles, 2 assisted. Caden with 3. Grant with 3 and 2. Bolden with 3. Jones with 3. O'Neal with 3, as well as Rogers was 3 on this day. Sacks came in like this. Arizona had a bunch. 2 for Jones, 2 for O'Neal. Mercer with 1.5. Caden for Minneapolis with 1. Marshall with 1. Salmua had 1 for Arizona, and Warren with the half sack there on this one. Interceptions, it was Mike Haynes with 2 interceptions, both of them being for touchdown, and Isaac Bell with an interception as well. Epstein thankfully was able to hit both of his field goals, but it was for naught, as we just could not get anything going and made a lot of mistakes. So our next opponent will be coming up here, as we will simulate all the games for the week and finish it out. The Texas Rustlers are going to be the next team that we have to face. Hopefully we'll be able to try and take them down and improve our record, hopefully to 6-4. But we'll find out what we can do next time. Appreciate you watching. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and may God bless you.